If you want to obtain a Mississippi dealer's license, all you need to do is obtain a dealer's surety bond and insurance from an insurance agency. You're going to get a federal tax ID number and a Mississippi sales tax license. You need to have a building and a lot. You're going to sit through a quick training course and then submit your Mississippi dealer license application to the Mississippi Department of Revenue. I'm going to show you how to easily obtain your Mississippi dealer's license right now. Hello, I'm Dallas Johnson with Dealer Training, and if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. If you're a licensed dealer, you're interested in obtaining your dealer's license for the very first time, our content is designed just for you. So please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification button as well so you can view this content for dealers as soon as it is uploaded. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily download our 134-page dealer training and profit manual for free. It contains a wealth of information for experienced dealers and persons that are getting their license for the first time. So I'm going to show you how to download that for free here in just a little bit. So first, though, I do want to show you some valuable contact information for Mississippi dealers. So Mississippi dealers are regulated by the Mississippi Department of Revenue, and there's their address right there, P.O. Box 1140 down in Jackson, Mississippi 39215. You can give them a call, 601-923-7143. I'm going to take you to this website a couple of times here, dor.ms.gov. So step number one, in order to get a Mississippi dealer's license, you need to get a dealer surety bond and some insurance. So, in order to get that license, you have to get a $15,000 dealer surety bond. And I recommend this as one of your first steps so you can get your bond quote and your insurance quote to see how much your dealer's license will cost to get in Mississippi, because your dealer surety bond is based on your credit score and your insurance is based on your driving record. So, if you're a dealer right now and you've got a great insurance agent that sells dealer bonds and dealer insurance, please put their contact information down there, right there in the comments section, so we can help some other persons out that are watching this dealer video. So that's going to be one of the first steps, but you do have to have a $15,000 dealer bond. And you also have to have a garage policy, and that's going to show the state of Mississippi that you do have insurance on your inventory, because the state of Mississippi does require that every single vehicle being driven in the state does have insurance. Step number two, in order to get a Mississippi dealer's license, you have to get a federal tax ID number and a Mississippi sales tax number. So this is a requirement before you actually apply for your license. And I'm going to make a pretty confident prediction here. I think that if you go through these necessary steps in order to get your Mississippi dealer's license, your income is probably going to increase dramatically. And with that increase of income, Uncle Sam's going to want a little bit of that. So you're going to have to get what's called a federal tax identification number. And this also shows the Mississippi Department of Revenue that you are legally registered with the Internal Revenue Service, so they know that you will be paying your taxes. And I'm going to show you how easy this is to do. I'm going to show you how to get your federal employment number and your Mississippi sales tax number. But before we go through this, you have to get your federal employment number before you get your Mississippi sales tax number, because you cannot get a Mississippi sales tax number until you have a federal employment number. So let me show you how easy this is to do here. We're going to jump right onto the IRS website, and we're going to click Apply for Employer, and this is irs.gov, by the way. You're going to click Apply for Employer ID number, and then you'll click the little blue button down there where you can apply for that EIN. And we're going to begin an application. And for this scenario, I just want to show you how to get your federal employment number as an LLC. So I'm not telling you need to operate your Mississippi dealership as an LLC. I'm stating that if you are going to get your Mississippi dealer's license as an LLC, this is how you're going to do it. You're going to click LLC there, click Continue. And let's just say, for example, you have two persons on the license, and we're going to be operating in the state of Mississippi. So you put two and then state of Mississippi from the drop-down box. The federal employment number, the IRS wants to know why you are applying for a federal employment number. And the reason most of us are doing this is because we're starting a business for the very first time. So you're probably going to be checking that box right there. You're going to need to put the name of one of your owners here and the one social security number. You're going to click Continue. You're going to put the address of your dealership along with your business entity, which we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. And then you click Continue, and you have a federal employment number. So all you have to do is basically download it, and you do have your federal employment number. And that's going to lead us to our next step, which is obtaining our Mississippi sales tax number. And the easiest way to do this is just to jump on Google there, enter Mississippi sales tax application. And it's going to take you to the Mississippi Department of Revenue's website. But I want to bring your attention up here to the top right. See where it says TAP? That's Taxpayer Access Point. So this is going to allow you to apply for your Mississippi sales tax license. And at the bottom left there, you'll click Register for Taxes, and that you're going to be a new taxpayer. And then you're going to click Submit. And it's going to walk you step by step through the entire process. And in just a few moments, you will have an official Mississippi sales tax number. And it's, like I said, it's very automated, so it's going to walk you through here. But, if you have questions on how to get your sales tax number, you can call the Department of Revenue, and that's going to be 601-923-7700. Once again, that's 601-923-7700. So make sure you get your federal employment number and your sales tax number. And like I showed you there, that's just a few clicks of the mouse. Just takes a few minutes to get those prerequisites in order to get your Mississippi dealer's license. The state of Mississippi does require that you have a building before you can obtain your Mississippi dealer's license. Your building's got to be a permanently enclosed building that is either owned or leased by you, and it has to be mainly devoted to the operation of your dealership. And I want you to be aware that the state of Mississippi does require all dealerships to meet local zoning requirements. So you can contact the city hall or the county courthouse that your dealership's going to be in to ensure that you do meet zoning requirements, because you have to make sure that the building you're going to use is zoned for operating a dealership. So otherwise you would not be able to get your Mississippi dealer's license. When you start getting when you get your dealer's license, business is going to be conducted here on this property. So this is where your sales activity is going to take place. The state of Mississippi does not let you sell vehicles at non-licensed locations. So you will have to tell some of your customers that they have to show up to the lot to show the vehicle, or if you're selling vehicles online, just make sure all the paperwork is taken care of and make sure you've received payment basically online. And once you've shown that on-site sales transaction, the state of Mississippi will actually allow you to ship or deliver the vehicle anywhere. But you can't just say, for example, run over to Alabama, show a vehicle, and do the paperwork there. You would basically have to have the paperwork sent to that person in Alabama. They're going to send you the paperwork back plus 100% payment. Once you show that on-site sale, then the state of Mississippi will allow you to ship or deliver that vehicle to that person in Alabama. But we couldn't just go meet them halfway and do the paperwork and accept payment at some truck stop. That would be against state law. So make sure sales activity does take place at your licensed location. The state of Mississippi is one of the many states that do require you sit through a training class before you can obtain your Mississippi dealer's license. And this class does take about 8 hours. There is only one company in the state of Mississippi that gives this training, and they pretty much name their own price. And you have to take that training in Pearl. So to get your dealer's license, you are going to have to make a commitment to drive to Pearl. If you would like other companies to come in, you might talk to your state representative or your state senator and maybe even tell them that you would like to see dealer training classes given online, and that way you wouldn't have to drive to Pearl. But at the time of this video, that company is charging $375. So this is a state law, so you have to get this taken care of. Excuse me. Now, step number 5, we're going to submit that dealer application. This is the final step that you want to do before you actually submit your license to the Mississippi Department of Revenue. You want to make sure that it's completed in its entirety. Mistakes on this application are going to ensure that it is returned to you. So you want to make sure everything's truthful and correct as well, because if you ever submit false statements on a Mississippi dealer application, the state of Mississippi will charge you with a misdemeanor. So I'm going to show you how to download these forms here in just a moment. This is the first page of that application. You want to make sure that it's all basically correct and true. And then you're going to fill this out to the very, very best of your knowledge. most of us are going to be checking the used motor vehicle box there. And then also you have to submit this to the Department of Revenue, and you're going to sign it. And these docs do have to be notarized. But, before you submit all your paperwork, I want to let you know you can go to our official dealer website. This is dealertraining.org, and jump right up here to the very top, click on Get Licensed, and then click on Mississippi Dealer's License. And you're going to see a list of the paperwork that you do have to submit to the Department of Revenue in Mississippi so you can get your Mississippi Dealer's License as soon as possible. But once again, here's that great contact information for you. We deal with the Mississippi Department of Revenue Motor Vehicle Licensing Bureau. That's going to be P.O. Box 1140, Jackson, Mississippi 39215. If you have questions or possibly aren't sure about the docs that you should be submitting, you can give the Licensing Bureau a call down in Jackson at 601-923-7143, and you can always review these docs at dor.ms.gov. So you should get that license back from the state in about 30 days. Once you obtain your Mississippi dealer's license, you must display the Mississippi dealer's license prominently. So this is a Mississippi state law, and you are going to work really hard to get your dealer's license in the state of Mississippi. You're going to be proud of that Mississippi dealer's license. So when you get it, you definitely want to put it on the wall, frame that baby up so all your customers can see it. And this is a state law because Mississippi law requires all dealers' licenses are displayed prominently. And, on a final note, I've been in this industry for many, many years. I've owned a very profitable dealership myself. I've trained thousands of persons just like you in a classroom environment, showed them how to get their dealer's license all over the United States. And one thing I've learned, if you maintain 100% compliance, which means you follow every rule, law, and guideline, you are going to have 100% profit. So ethics and integrity and compliance will take you to the very top of this industry profit-wise. So now I want to show you how you can easily download your free 134-page dealer training and profit manual. We normally charge $19.95 for this manual, so I'm going to show you how to download it for free. You're just going to go right back to our official website. That's dealertraining.org, and you're going to click on the blue Download Now button that you're going to see right there. And then you're just going to need to enter this little coupon code into that box there. And once you do this, you're going to be able to drop that $19.95 price to zero. So what do you enter? You're going to enter our channel here on YouTube, youtube.com/dealer training. Once again, you just enter youtube.com/dealer training, and you're going to click that little apply button right there. And as soon as you do that, you're going to see that $19.95 charge change to zero. So you'll be able to easily download that profit manual for free. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Please watch the other videos on the Dealer Training channel. If you found value in this video or the manual that you downloaded, I would like to ask you to please share the video. Please consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up. And please consider hitting that notification bell. So thank you very much, and good luck with the operation of your dealership.